Hi everyone, in this video I will be reacting to Jade agreeing to finance the show, even though she doesn't even know what the word finance means. But anyway, she agrees to finance the show in this episode. So, alright, one sec, I just realized I didn't turn off the light in my room and I'm not in there, so let's conserve power. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to react now.
So are we doing the show or not?
I can't talk to you.
Now tell me, is Angie gonna sing?
I repeat, I can't talk to you.
Is Angie gonna sing? Because if she's singing, I'll sing too, because I'm better.
No one's going to sing. No one's going to sing because though we want to do a show, we don't have time to do it. And we can't afford to hire.
Wow, that is a very bright yellow sweater. I'm sorry, but I am currently trying to be better at finding pieces of clothing and fashion that look better on me, and as a result, I think getting better at realizing, okay, well, that fashion or that shirt or whatever does or doesn't look good on you. And I can't decide if this yellow is working for Gregorio or not at all. It's very bright. Wow. So, I've already mentioned my theory on Gregorio, but in a previous video, so hopefully no one got offended by it, but you can't say I'm not getting that vibe. Getting a certain vibe off Gregorio, and I don't know what it is about him that's giving me the vibe, but I don't know if he's straight anymore. I know he had a kid once, so he was at least bi once upon a time, so, like, but I get a gay vibe off of his character, off of the Gregorio's character. So I don't know where that vibe's coming from, but anyway, I'm gonna go back. I was not paying attention.
Sing.
I repeat, I can't talk to you.
Is Angie gonna sing? Because if she's singing, I'll sing too, because I am better.
No one's going to sing. No one's going to sing because though we want to do a show, we don't have time to do it. And we can't afford to hire anyone to help us raise the money, so we have to find another way to get the cash. Without the money, are you making all that noise? You know that and follows question.
There's an autistic thing. When we were watching this with my mom was like, yeah, that's definitely something that an autistic person would do. So that, yeah, like, overly sensitive the right word, but sometimes people on the spectrum, whether it's disability or autism, sound is slightly different to them, and it's, you know, where normal neurotypical people can, like, block out little, you know, extra background noises. It's a lot harder for certain people with different disabilities and autisms and stuff. And I am someone who has a this might sound shocking, a slight fear of loud sudden noises. And as a kid didn't really realize why, but as an adult I'm like, I think the reason why is because I startle easily. So I've always been afraid when there's like a regular air-blown balloon in the room that it's gonna pop at any second. I'm gonna jump, everyone's gonna laugh, I'm gonna be embarrassed. And as a result, it became a fear of mine, and everything. So I always hated the fire alarms in school because it was a loud sudden noise you couldn't expect. So, and I think there are auditory issues with ADHD as well. I thought for the longest time that was only an autism thing, but I think there is a little bit of auditory issues like that with ADHD. So at least I felt like, okay, well, I have a reason for it, like, because everyone else in my family doesn't get as anxious about loud sudden noises as I do. I get, like, I get so anxious when I'm at, like, if there's like a birthday party and there are regular air-blown balloons, I'm like, please just leave them tied to that post wherever they are. Don't play with them, because I'm gonna freak out. It's gonna pop. I'm gonna jump. Everyone will laugh and I'll be super embarrassed, and then I'll start crying and everything. So anyway, I know, a side tangent, but yeah. I am so sorry for that side rant, but anyway, the as he was saying, you know, is definitely something that I think an autistic person would go through, where they're like, they're hearing all the little noises that neurotypicals can block out, are for some reason more amplified in certain autisms and stuff, and certain disabilities. I don't know why it is that way, but I was so glad when I went to when I was in my co-ed program, I wasn't the only one that had a fear of loud sudden noises, and everything. Now, I'm okay with surprises, but I don't like the loud sudden noise. Apparently, and okay, this rant is going down a rabbit hole, but apparently, my sister, I think, was cleaning out the basement, and they found the Perfection game, and that's the one with the little things you put in it, and then it pops and startles. And apparently they couldn't find little pieces that go into the little tray that pops up. My mom remembered that I had taken those pieces, put them in a little Ziploc bag, and hid them, and I completely forgot that I did that, and I have no clue where they are. So I can't even believe that. Like, I was like, wait, what? I don't remember doing that at all, but I guess I hid the pieces for Perfection so we couldn't play it, because I was embarrassed of how quickly I got startled and everything as a kid. So now I have no clue where those pieces went to our Perfection game, because I did that on purpose so they wouldn't find it. Anyway, sorry for that long rant on just, external noises, but anyway, I'm just gonna get back to the reaction.
Did you ask? The truth is, you make it hard to get anything done around here. Sorry, but that's the truth.
All of that makes perfect sense. But are we doing the show or not?
She just said not.
I do it tomorrow.
Hold on. Tomorrow, no. I have a hair appointment. The day after, better.
Oh, you pulling my leg?
No,
Nope.
but I can give you a massage.
We don't have the money to do a show.
You don't have the money, darling, but I have millions of dollars. I have millions. Did you hear? I married a millionaire.
But that's still not your money. It's your husband's money. Did you make an agreement that you share the money now? Like, come on. That's still not your money. It's his money. Like, you're married, but that doesn't mean you have the right to his bank account. Like, seriously.
Will that help? Geronimo?
Gregorio. Yes, it helps.
Yeah. Gregorio, probably not the best situation to correct the person who's willing to fund your show that you otherwise wouldn't have money for. Just let it slide. Let her constantly getting your name wrong slide. Because she can easily just say, okay, well, I'm not going to fund your show anymore. It's not that big of a deal. My name's Morgan. I've gotten it mixed up all the time, especially if there's a Megan or like a Mackenzie in the room, And it's so common that there are chances where some years I'm in classes where there are multiple Morgans. So I often go with the Morgan J. But, just let that slide. She's funding your show. I think you can afford to let that one slide. But anyway, that is it for this reaction clip. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.